Hey there, Corey MacArthur here, your realtor online with Remax. And hey, I'm just standing here in a new build right now, just walking through it. And it kind of got me thinking. I had a client ask me the other day, what's the pro and what's the con to building new? Or should I buy new? Should I buy a resale home? What should I do as far as that goes? And it just kind of I thought, that's a struggle that probably a lot of people have to consider. And are there any real pros and cons going one way or the other? And I think there is, but I think I would also say that it really depends on your particular situation. So with resale, I think, a lot of you have probably bought a home or a resale home before, possibly. And there's, some of the struggles with that is that a lot of times when you're buying a resale home, it may be an older home. So you're dealing with, it might not just be dated decor, it might also be dated mechanical systems as well. So a furnace or a roof, air conditioner, anything like that may, you have to deal with that. Some of the pros are that you're getting into a lot of times a more mature neighborhood. So you're dealing, you have trees, mature neighborhoods, established neighborhoods, also established resale values in that neighborhood. So it's easier to figure out what's the real value of the home that I'm buying, because you can look at similar homes that have sold recently. Now, when you go into a new neighborhood, none of those resale values have been established. So it's basically whatever the builder is charging, which is kind of the cost per square foot, right? So if you build a 2,000 or a 3,000 or 5,000 square foot home, they kind of multiply that by the cost per square foot, whatever that may be, 150, 130, 200, however that's calculated based on what you're doing. So there's that that you need to figure out, and there's really been no resale history there. So it's very difficult for you to figure out exactly what that house is worth based on what other homes have sold for in the past. On top of that, a lot of people move in and they like the fact that you can get into a new home and you don't really have to worry about finishes. You move in, it's painted, everything's done exactly how you want it. And that's certainly a pro of building a new home. It makes it very enjoyable to move into. You get to pick your countertops, your paint colors, your appliances, your flooring, everything. You get to pick where your outlets are. It's all up to you. Now, some of the things people don't realize is that a lot of times you still have to pay for a fence. You still have to pay sometimes for a driveway if the builder doesn't do it. You could end up living in a construction zone for the next month to a year, depending on how the development comes along with the subdivision. So those are all the things that you need to consider. And like I said at the beginning, it's really dependent on what your personal preference is and what your situation or your family situation is as far as what you're looking for. So that's kind of my 2 cents on building a brand new home versus resale, or not 2 cents, but things that need to be considered when you're thinking about that. I've done a separate video before on how to choose a builder, so check that out if you want as well. But I would love to hear your 2 cents or what your experience has been on buying a resale home versus buying a new home. If you've done both, you certainly have the privilege of knowing the pros and cons of both experiences as you go through that. But I would love to hear from you. You guys always know where to reach out to me at. Other than that, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and go out there and enjoy it. We'll talk soon. Bye.